I mean, it's just a great program. And I think that one of the things that we've touched on over the past few weeks, yes, we have great water. There's nothing better than alkaline water. And if there is, somebody show me. We've done enough research, and Edmund has done enough research to know there is nothing better than alkaline water. Period. Okay? Now, we have people drinking bottled water. It's acidic. Out of the tap. It's acidic. No. This is one of the things I like to talk about a little bit is these bottled waters out there. Okay? Remember, it's dead water. It's dead water. And yet, because of all the marketing, it's become a $200 billion business. Selling people dead water. There is no nutritional value. Okay, and there are no health benefits. It's just water. We take that same dead water and we bring it to life. We make it alkaline water. And you all know there are so many benefits to alkaline water. I don't need to get into that today. But there are so many benefits. We heard, energy and just on it. People, I drank the water, okay? I don't need to lose weight, okay? I just started drinking the water consistently and religiously every single day. I mean, my pants started to fall off. I told Dee, I got to wear suspenders. I've actually lost, no, is that true? I lost 2 notches, and look at way over here. I lost 2 notches in my belt just by drinking the water.
You look nice in suspenders.
Yeah. I lost weight just by drinking the water. What did it do? It got rid of any excess fat that I did have, which wasn't a lot, but it got rid of that excess that I didn't need. It wasn't supposed to be there, and the water cleaned it out. Okay? Now, the other thing I want to touch on is, you all heard of ephedra. Most of us know ephedra. For those who don't, you know, about 10 years ago, maybe a little less, ephedra was the biggest, fastest selling weight loss, quote, product in the world. It was everywhere. It actually was the technical name is called Mahon, but a lot of people call it ephedra. And it was a very high-powered type caffeine. People liked it because it gave them a lot of energy. Well, if you're not sitting on the couch and you're doing things, you're going to lose weight. And they put some things in there to help it to kind of burn body fat. It was huge. Billions and billions of dollars. I mean, I couldn't keep on. I was a health food store back in Connecticut, and one out here, big chain that I worked for, managed their stores, and we couldn't keep it on the shelf. When we started telling people that ephedra might be coming off the market, we don't know yet. People started buying 6 and 12 bottles at a time at $50 a bottle. Oh, I can't live without this. Now, the unfortunate part to it was that the ephedra it was a fine line between being safe and not safe. I mean, speeding up your heart, can't sleep all night, kind of jittery. There was some definitely major issues with ephedra. But it was selling so big until all of a sudden the FDA did some research and took it off the market. And for me, this is exciting because chá de bougueray, if you don't know, is from Brazil. It's in our products. And it's the new ephedra, but without the side effects. That is huge. That is huge. Because everybody I talk to, you mean to tell me you have something that works like ephedra, but has no negative side effects? That's correct. Where do I get this? I want this. I've been waiting 5 years for this. I'm telling you. And so you need to understand that. That word ephedra or Mahon was a very big weight loss product. Huge. It was an ingredient, actually. It was an ingredient. And when that went off the shelf, I tell you, people were very upset. Well, now, we're the first company to have this. I mean, you have to think about this. Being in the health industry, we're excited about this because there hasn't been anything since ephedra or Mahon. Okay? Now we have chá de bougueray, which does the same thing, except a much milder form of caffeine, without any of the side effects that does the same thing in weight loss. I mean, that alone, you have to take that out of here and share that kind of thing. That to anybody that you know who had to lose weight, they'll know ephedra, they'll know Mahon, they'll know that word. And when you can tell them that you have something that works like it, with none of the side effects, they're going to want it. They're going to want it, Jim. You know, cost is not going to matter. You know, I know that, you know, if you need me to close, you let me know. But one of the things that I know I've heard from people say, well, it seems like it's, it's $198 a month for weight loss. Well, wait a minute. So let me ask you this: how much is your health worth? And let me ask you this: what is that overweight doing to your body? Do you know the number one cause of diabetes is overweight? And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just telling you some of the facts. Some people who are overweight and have diabetes and lose weight, generally the diabetes will go away. I've seen it happen over and over through the years. Sure. So what's $198? How much is your health worth? Let me ask you something else. How much did you spend this month in Starbucks? How much did you spend in going out to lunch and dinner? Start thinking about where you're spending your money. Maybe people need to prioritize where they're spending their money. What's really important? Going out 3 nights a week or losing some weight so you don't have diabetes? I mean, it's simple stuff. So it's all about prioritizing where we spend our money. $198. You know, you can go out with, you all know, you go out to dinner, you see what things cost. It's nothing. It's $50 a week. It's peanuts. I know people who do 2 Starbucks a day. That's $8 a day times 30 days. How much is that a month?
$240.
Yeah, right. And it's doing nothing for their health. Because realistically, coffee is acidic. And the truth of the matter is we shouldn't be drinking it. I'm sure one day Edmund's going to come up with a really, he'll call it an alkaline coffee. You know, we'll think of something. But here's the interesting thing, and some of you may or may not know this yet. But if you make your coffee with alkaline water, it will bring up the acidity of that. It'll bring it up more towards alkaline. You try it sometime. Yes.
I also add that many coffees have tannins in them, and so does tea. Mostly black teas and green teas, and tannins takes the tannins out. Now, in Japan,
Come on, stand up so they can hear you and see.
All right, Japan, God bless.
Japan, the mic here too.
That's right. Japan leads the world in health and longevity. They're rated #1. We're 68th right now. So there's 68 other nations above us that are healthier. Guess which one's right above us? Cuba. And I have a Cuban dog. His name is Ragsdale. So I feel very privileged anyway. I had to put that in there. My dog is the Green Tree mascot. So anyway, the problem is that tannins are carcinogenic, and even though Japan leads the world in longevity and healthcare, they're #1 in the world in stomach cancer only stomach cancer, no other kind of cancer. They actually have a lower rate of cancer than anybody else. But it's strictly stomach cancer. Now think why that would be. I'll give you 2 reasons. One is cigarettes. They smoke cigarettes like we did in the 1950s. And #2, the green tea. Green tea is a double-edged sword. On one side, it gives you antioxidants, has all these medicinal effects, and on the other side, it gives you tannins. But guess what? If you're in Japan drinking alkaline water, which many people do, it takes the tannins out. It also neutralizes the tannins in coffee. Now, ironically enough, they're not going to put down they have tannins in the coffee. You have to do your research, but you can go into the website of Folgers and different coffees. Not all coffees have tannins, so guess what? Shouldn't you pick a coffee that doesn't have tannins in it? I mean, or maybe one of those new medicinal healthy coffees, which are pretty incredible. So by using the water with an acidic product, that will help. Now, keep in mind that black tea is acidic. Green tea is considered to be low acidic, but guess what? Herbal tea is alkaline. So the cool thing to go to is the herbal tea. Mm-hmm, and if you take herbal tea and put it in a carafe and buy the fruits on sale, they're half price because they're trying to get rid of them. You slice them and just toss them in this thing. You don't have to squeeze them or puree them or anything. The alkaline water will penetrate the fruit of those fruits, and it will actually go into the water. You have a delicious, a really fruit-tasting tea that's natural. Also, they now have these new teas out that are herbal tea. They're herbal teas fusion. They're fused with green tea. So you're only really getting 50% fusion of green tea mixed with herbal tea, so you get a little kick. But there's no tannins in it. So that's just something I wanted to share, because all of us sometimes, we're looking for an alternative to water. It gets a little boring after a while drinking regular water. So occasionally, you might want to have something a little bit different to drink. you know.
I have just a thing for you, pal.
Oh my God.
In fact, I have it in 2 flavors.
Okay, how many ounces of water will I consume if I do this weight loss struggle per day?
96.
96.
96 ounces.
96.
If a person weighs 180, half his body weight in ounces is 90 ounces. And a 190-pound person's on his way.
You know, right his way. And that's a good one. Thank you, Larry.
Sold.
Another good point. One last thing, and you've heard this said before, and Jim has brought it up, and probably others too, is that a lot of people don't like. Well, I don't like drinking water. I don't like drinking water. No matter what kind of water I drink, I don't like drinking water. Why? There's no flavor to water. Correct? Well, we've just solved that problem. It's not a problem. We can now flavor their water. We're going to flavor the water. We're going to get B12, B3, B6, all of the, and the B's. You know, it's interesting you were talking about B's earlier. But in the vitamin business, when someone wanted energy, we used to give B vitamins, because they'll give you energy. And that's what we have in our mixers now. We have the B's. And you're going to get natural energy, not that spike where you go up and you go down. Even with the shot of Buga, you're not going to get that. How do all of you feel right? Did anybody feel jittery today? I didn't. No. And then you have the drink, you have the capsule, but you feel alert. Does everybody feel alert?
How many people did the drink in the capsule? How many people did that?
Drink the no capsule.
They didn't do it.
No
No capsule.
Oh, you got short games. You need a
We
capsule.
need a capsule.
Another drink. I need a drink and a capsule.
Capsule, we got 3 no capsules.
But what you heard Jim say earlier, doing it so true. I'm looking around, nobody's head is nodding. Everybody's awake, focused, listening.
You have to do the capsule. Wait a minute. You know what? The reason I asked that is because right here, this young lady is, you know, she's tired. Okay, but there's a lot of people that are tired. But this is the reason we developed this capsule with the shot of Uber with the B, because then it takes care of that. Then we wipe that out. Nobody's head would be nodding had they had this morning. Nobody. I mean, I've done 2 of these now between Oklahoma and San Antonio. Nobody's head nods the whole day.
Okay, listen, folks. I just want to thank you because we want to try to stay on schedule, get you out of here at 4 o'clock. I want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. And listen, Dream Tree is a dream for all of us. Let's take it to the next level. Thank you.